All right. All right. We got some sound. All right. So we're going to do this all over again. All right. So I'll wait for some people to come in. All right. So I'll wait for some people to come in. Hello? All right. I don't have my music. All right. So I'm going to try to turn this down. Hold on. This sucker kind of hook stuff. Let me see if I can. All right. Just trying to make sure this. I have some. See if I can. All right. Just trying to make sure this. See if I can. So I'll probably have to stop and start this periodically for sound. Now, it could have just been a technical difficulty, or it could have been the heifer that we're going to talk about. Hacking into my shit, since I told her I was going to do a free reading for her. All right. Oh, 25 for Christmas. Okay, so occasionally I just did a whole video, but I'm gonna do it again. And because like I said, I like to watch my videos when I do them, and there was no sound. So we're gonna do this all over again. And usually, like when stuff like that happens, a lot of times it's better the second time around anyway, because things come up that you might have forgotten, that you might have missed. Okay. So it might have been the heifer that we're gonna talk about. Because see, these bitches like to hack in your shit. Okay. All right. So I did a reading last night. Now, the reading that I did, I didn't have nobody in mind. I wasn't thinking about nobody in particular or anything like that. However, someone came through with a comment, 2 comments. All right, so I'm gonna do what I do. Now I'm gonna read something real quick. Okay, heads on. Read the first thing that I read. Oh, I can just do it here. Okay. No, that's not what. Okay. All right, I hope y'all can hear me. If not, I'll do it again. Okay. A hit dog will holler is a proverb meaning that The person most offended or defensive about an accusation is usually the one who is guilty or to whom the statement applies. Like a dog yelping when hit, it implies a strong negative reaction, reveals guilt, similar to the guilty party protests the loudest or the shoe fits. Now, last night when I was doing this reading, okay, you can check it. You can look at it if you like. It's called Fuck the Divine Mission, You Just Want the Glamour. And in the reading, I kept hearing the word squealing, okay? Like a dog hollering, squealing. Meaning and origin, the core idea, if you make a general critical statement and someone reacts strongly, angrily, or defensively, they're admitting it's true for them. Metaphor, imagine throwing a rock into a group of dogs. The one that cries out, hollers, is the one that got hit. Okay. Origin, I'm not going to read that. Usage, often used to call out hypocrisy or defensiveness as seen in a political discourse. If you say some people are lazy and someone immediately jumps in to argue, you might think a hit dog will holler. If a leader says we need to address unprofessional behavior and a specific employee gets overly upset, it suggests that they might be the one acting unprofessionally. Now, I did this reading, right? And last night, and then today I got two silly ass comments from the same silly ass person. Okay, so I'm going to read the comments. Now, I don't have all of one of them because I deleted the shit. Okay, the one I deleted, but I'll read the portion that I did see. Now, the one that I do have, it says, trying to correct people of your, in all caps, own unhealed energy. Okay. And the other one says something to the effect of you're, and in all caps, reading for yourself, etc., etc. Now, return to fucking sender. Okay. You was jumping in and out of the video before and it wasn't no sound. So you know what the fuck I was talking about. Now let's look at something here. Okay. Typing in all caps generally means conveying strong emotion like anger, urgency, or excitement, as it mimics speaking loudly in text-based communication. It's used for emphasis to grab attention, but it can also come across as aggressive, rude, or confrontational, making it best used sparingly in most online text. So this person was squealing at me. It was a hit dog that was hollering. Okay, they were very aggressive and they were very rude. Okay, making an accusation about me that they didn't know anything about. I don't even know this supposed person here. Okay, now let me keep checking for the sound. Okay, all right. Now the comment is made. Okay, the comment that is made here. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta go to my YouTube channel. Is made by somebody named Kathy Kalinowski. Okay. I gotta keep checking for the sound. Get it. Matter of fact, hold on. All right. Okay. Now this person, Kathy Kalinowski, white woman here. Okay. I go to her channel. It's 2 whole videos, shorts of some black children. Okay. It says filmed hundreds of orbs, and the channel was made. It says joined February 21st, 2024. All right. First, 2024. Now, the person who made those comments on my channel under that name, Kathy Kalinowski, is that actually Kathy Kalinowski, or however you say her name? No. Okay. Now, for those of you who are new here, okay, what is yes? It's my pendulum. Okay, one that I use. Okay, well, you can use anything as long as it swings. Okay. What is no? All right. Okay. So let me ask again. Is that Kathy Kalinowski under that person's channel who made the? Okay, it's not. Okay. Now you might hear some little back noise from the video. Me keeping the sound up. Okay. Is that someone who is first of all, is it a troll account? Troll. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Is it okay, let me ask this. Whoever is using her account, that account, does that person, Kathy, know that her name is being used? No. Let me ask this. Is that a real person, Kathy Kalinowski? Okay. However you said last name. I don't know what Kalinowski said. Okay, yes, okay. Now the picture that was there, the face, is that her, Kathy Kalinowski? I don't know if there's an L there. Okay, yes. But that's not her behind that channel. No. So someone essentially has stolen this woman's ID, identification, to use for their troll account. Yes. Sad. Sad. Okay. People just steal people's ID, just do anything with it, no matter who cares about their life. Okay. Who cares about what they have going on? Okay. Just gonna steal a shit. Now, is the person behind that troll account Zarita August Lee Heru, whatever she called herself? Yes, absolutely. Now, look, that's a nice big swing. Okay. Now, at one point, when I was doing the reading last night, it came to me. I said, "This sound like Zarita." I didn't say it was. I didn't do the reading with you in mind, honey. You know, you think about me 24/7 with you in mind. Okay. But at one point, I looked at it, I said, well, it could be Bree, crazy ass Bree over there, Briangela Bellamy. And I said, no, that's not Bree. I said, but that do seem like something she would do. I said, but that's not Bree. Okay. Was that Bree behind that? I basically asked the question. No. But though I said that just seemed like something she would do. But that ain't her. Is this girl Dorita? Is she siphoning energy from Bree? Okay. Now, you said to me telepathically, energetically, whatever the hell you want to call, I like her. This is what you do to people you like. You just destroy them. You kill us. Now, Bree mentioned long before I met her on her channel that she has an illness. What is it? I can't think of what it's called right now. Okay. It's not anything that she has hidden or anything like that. She has talked about it. She's talked about being in the hospital. Long before I met her, she talked about being in the hospital. She's talked about not being well, so on and so forth. She's got a hole in the throat. She's talked about all of that. Yet you are siphoning energy from, seem like she would need all the energy she can get. Okay. Now, has Bree suffered any kind of illness or an increase of her illness behind Zarita siphoning energy from her. Now, despite how I feel about Bree and things I've said about Bree, you don't have a right to do that to her, but you don't give a fuck. You're going to do it to anybody. You're going to take anything from anybody, anything you can. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about her illness. You do not care. And apparently, at least from what the pendulum is saying, it has affected her physically. You siphoning energy off of her, possibly increasing the issue that she already has with the illness that she's had since she was a small child. I can't think of what is that called. A lot of Black people get that. I can't think of what it's called right now. But apparently, she's had it since she was a small child, but you don't care. Does it really even care about Brianna Bellamy and the illness that she has been suffering with since she was a small child? No. You don't give a fuck. Does it really even care that it has probably caused her more issues by siphoning off of her energy, caused her maybe some more physical illness or an increase of her physical illness by siphoning energy off of her? Mm-mm. You care less. Just like I knew when I looked at it, I said, this looked like something Bree would do, but this is not Bree. Just like when I was laid out on that couch after you put that powder in my house and I saw pictures of you, I said, damn, that energy sure looks like me when I was in college, in my college years. I don't even look like her. That looks like me. You could kill her. Now, I ain't saying Bree over there sick, laid up in the hospital. I ain't making no commentary about that. But damn, siphoning energy off of somebody, it doesn't help. It hurts them. And that's what you're sitting there doing to her. I like her. Yeah, we know. Just like you like everybody else that you hurt. Okay. Now I really don't know much about this. Everybody gone. Where did everybody go? Is there sound? Okay. There's sound. Now I'm going to ask this. I don't know anything about this. I don't know much about it. All I know is what I saw. Okay. I saw that Phil's extreme compound over there is closed. Does Arita in any way, shape, or form have anything to do with that in any way, shape, or form, the closing of his business? Of course you did. Of course you did. Has other people's lives been affected in a negative way by Zarita and the presence of her and the negative things that she has said about me, trying to get them to gang up on me, bully me, steal from me, so on and so forth? Have their lives been affected in a negative way by getting them to participate? Of course it has. Okay, everybody's gone. Is there anybody who she had got to group up and gang up on me, so on and so forth? Do any of them have any kind of legal issues as a result of that? Of course they do. Negative legal issues. Because of you. Now, the comment, one of the comments here, you're trying to correct. No, I'm not trying to correct anyone. I am correcting you. I'm not trying to correct anyone. I am doing it. But as your cousin Pumpkin, Karima said, your head is hard as a brick. You refuse correction. That's why you just being a cesspool of shit 24/7, getting yourself involved and caught up and trapped up in all kind of manner of disgustingness out in the world that you told people was me. And then have the nerve to sit and ask us, do y'all think I'm stupid? No, you think you're stupid. And then whatever the comment about the unhealed. First of all, even if it was Kathy Kalinowski, whoever the fuck she is, what would make you think in any way, shape, or form that myself or any reader, anybody on here that does tarot readings or psychic readings or whatever they do would listen to someone who has stolen some white woman's identity, her picture and her name behind a fake account? What makes you think I would listen to? What is it about you that would constitute in any way, shape, or form for me to listen to anything you have to say about me? You're talking about yourself. How am I talking about myself? Who are you, Kathy? It's obviously a troll account. Who are you? And I'm supposed to listen to you concerning me. Why? Now, for y'all who like thumbs up, y'all know it wasn't no sound. Maybe y'all was trying to tell me something, but here it is. Here's the sound. So you don't have to like it now. You don't have thumbs up now. Who are you? But since we know it's not Kathy, bitch, who the fuck are you? That in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, baby, she right. No, I don't think so. I had the misfortune of seeing Philly out there with his big white phallic rider that y'all call SUVs with his name splattered all over as usual. I mean, what could you have possibly said to him in any way, shape, or form that would make him want to strike me? And we know that you did. I met a lady, 55 years old, who befriended someone 18 years younger than her. Loved on her, gave her a place to stay, all kind of shit. Who was doing the same thing to her that you're doing to me. I've done nothing to you. Have I done anything to Zarita for her to get people to gang up on me to try to destroy my life in any way, shape, or form? Have I done anything to this girl for her to lie on me and say that the things she's done that I've done? No. Confirmation, goddamn. Nothing. But see, when I came back here to Cleveland years ago, I was told by the lady who raised me, Yo Cutting, and whoever else, how evil your mama was to you. And it's just this, everybody just didn't like you. Just didn't nobody like you. Just didn't nobody like you. And I'm sitting here naive and just dumb. I don't understand why people don't like this girl. If you out there watching, you hear some shit like that, leave that person alone. Leave them be. Just like you talking about the two girls at the high school who you claim jumped you for no reason at all and kicked your ass for no reason at all. You did something to them girls. Did Zarita do something to those two who you say was at the gym? Do those two girls for them to jump her or beat her up or whatever? Yes, of course you did. Now, even when you said that, I had a hard time believing them. Like, you didn't do anything, nothing. You claimed you was just this quiet little church mouse, just like you did with these people here. And just quiet. You don't bother nobody. Just quiet and perfectly quiet. Nobody, nobody. Don't do nothing to nobody. I'm just quiet. Lies. It's like your sister said to me one time, Zarita, lies. Something about the time your mother beat you up or tried to hit you with the thing on the cooker, the top or whatever. Some shit, you laughing at her in her face and all of that kind of stuff. And she said to me, she lies. Just like Almitra tried to tell me. I'm trying to tell you, Nikki, stay away from her fucking ass, in other words. But although she didn't. I should have listened, but I didn't. Okay. Well, life lessons, which you refuse to learn. You think you're gonna come on my channel and correct me? That's what you think? Or in my face or wherever. That's what you think? Now, I don't know if this is possible, but I'm gonna ask. The last video that I just did about this, was there any sound? Now, I made a post earlier. I was gonna do a reading for you. Give you a live read. Did this bitch hack into my shit to fuck with it so there wouldn't be any sound, Sarita? Of course you did. Of course you did. That's what you do. Now the reading I did last night, I'm reading and I'm like, this sounds like her. Is Zarita trying to seduce my father sexually? Now this girl is somebody on that lady who raised me side. I'm my dad's side. My father had me when he was 26 years old. I'm 53, which means my father is what? 79. His birthday is like maybe 2 weeks before mine. He'll be 80 in March, the end of March. I haven't seen my father in a long time, but the last picture I saw of him, he did not look well at all. Did not look physically well. I mean, he's 79. He's 79 years old. He'll be 80 years old. He didn't look well. But you're trying to seduce him sexually. Is she trying to seduce my father sexually to have sex with him to hurt me? Let me just say this real quick. That wouldn't hurt me, honey. My father is 79 years old. He didn't look well. I haven't talked to him in years. And the picture I saw of him was from 2000, I think 23. If you think that trying to climb up on top of him and have sex with him is going to hurt me, you're sadly mistaken. As a matter of fact, what I say is go for it. If that's going to bring him some joy and some pleasure in the last few years of his life, give him the joy and the pleasure that it is that he needs. My father's a very attractive man, very handsome man. My father had a lot of women in his life. My father liked women and women like him. Probably still, for all I know. I don't know what his stamina is like or anything like. My father always worked out ever since he was like a kid, before he was even a teenager. Father has always taken care of himself. He might need a little assistance if he wants to engage. But, like I said, okay, if that's going to bring him some happiness and some joy and some pleasure. Like I said, when I was doing it before, when there was no sound, I heard croak. You want to see him croak? Good. Watch him croak out there with a smile. Because apparently that's what you do. That's why you think you're sexier than me and better than me, because you didn't spread yourself all over town and wherever else you have gone. But one thing I will say about it, my father has never touched me in an inappropriate way. My father has never looked at me in an inappropriate way and said, looked me up and down and said, I got a daughter, her body sharp as shit. My uncles and my cousins on my dad's side never touched me inappropriately. Not once. Never looked at me inappropriately. Never said any nasty things to me out the side of their neck, inappropriate sexual comments or anything of that nature. Not once. Not one of them. Ever. I didn't hear no stories about on my dad's side of the family like I did your side. Of cutting down in the basement, screwing each other, and the one's child got to come down there and see that. Or a cousin walking around telling everybody, I'm about to fuck one of my cousins. A cousin laying up with each other and all of that type of shit. I never had to run from not one uncle on my father's side. Not one man on my father's side did I ever have to run from. Now, my father's stepfather had issues. He had some issues in that area. But even him, my granddaddy Ireland, never touched me. Matter of fact, one year, he always made homemade ice cream at the family reunions, my father's stepfather. And so they asked me to go to the basement to get some beer, or I just went to get some beer. And he was down there churning the ice cream. And me and him were just talking. I was down there for a while. Came back up, and one of my aunts looked at me and said, you all right down there? I was like, yeah. No, I didn't think why she asked me that. And she said, I knew about him. It was just, hope he wasn't trying. He ain't say nothing to me. He ain't touch me. He ain't approach me. He ain't do none of that shit. And somebody said, yeah, because they know your father would kill him. He know your father would kill him. Now, I think there's some things my father could have done better with me as far as I'm concerned. That's one issue I never had to worry about. It's not, he's not crazy. Not an uncle, not a cut, none of that shit. My father's real father. You sit on his lap all the time. No one ever had a concern. Yeah, I better get that girl off your lap. No, never. Not ever. My father knows grown women, not children, not little girls and little boys. And even when I was in my teenage years, you teenage girl, they get all pretty and all, they start to blossom and all that in their college years and stuff. Didn't no uncle ever touch me inappropriately, try to hug them, try to jump up on, none of that shit. Yeah, you done growed and all of that type of shit. Never. Not one. But I damn sure on your side of the family had to run for my fucking life. What was I, like 4 or 5? He come run, bitch. The angels in them surrounding me. Run. Plus, that lady that raised me with her gangster ass probably would have killed him too, because she gonna tell, and that's my money bank and all of that kind of stuff. Don't touch it. I was always very attractive, very handsome, had a lot of women, like I said. He might have one now for all I know. They're always gonna have him a woman. There's some pretty women too, ones that I knew of. So if that's what you want to do, and he agrees to it, good. There's some joy and pleasure he can feel before he leave up out of here. Apparently that's what you do. That's why you betting me and hiding me and sexy to me and all that kind of, because you wrap your lips all around everything all over town. Whether you're bumping them against another pair of lips or wrapping yourself around both lips around another pair of lips or a peen or whatever the fuck. So good. Give him some pleasure and some joy. That would not make me mad. I'd be happy for him. At least he got him some before he left up out of here. At least he's happy now. But if he got any pain in his body or anything, he'd forget about it. Sex is a beautiful thing. He'd forget all about it for them a few minutes, or however long. But see, the reality is you think it's going to hurt me. No, it would never hurt me. I'm not dumb like you. So not only do you think that it would hurt me, but does she think that having sex with my father is going to get her something out of it? Mm-hmm. Stop. Some money. Some comeuppance. My dad was no bum. And was no street nigga or nigger. None of that. According to the lady who raised me, my dad started working at AT&T in the warehouse. I remember he used to take us when we were little to the Christmas parties at AT&T. We used a whole bunch of little kids. Every pack, good cookies and all that type of stuff. They did a little Christmas show. And she said he told the manager or his supervisor, I can do more than this. I'm smarter than this. And they started promoting him. My dad lived everywhere. And here, and then he went to Columbus, and he moved to Cincinnati, and he lived in New Jersey. Lived sometime in New York. Lived in Atlanta for years, Stone Mountain, big, beautiful home. Knew all the right people, articulate, know how to dress, smell good, know how to talk. And talk to anybody, just like his daughter, me. From the lowliest of the low to the highest of the high, just like his daughter, me. Good genes. Youthful, just like his daughter, me. You had a father. This girl I'm talking about, Bleeding Z, was there a sacrifice concerning her father? Was he sacrificed? His life was sacrificed. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Did this Bleeding Z have something to do with that? Okay. Yeah, like I said before, we don't know. You ask them, how did he die? Don't nobody know. They just found him in the house dead. We got his house, dog. Beautiful house. We gonna go live in it and let the cats and dogs piss and shit all over the place. But what you want to do is, does this girl Bleeding Z think that she is going to try to get pregnant by my father. Is that the point of her trying to seduce? Mm-hmm. Disgusting. Well, so that she can get some finances out of it if she have this child. Did the lady who raised me put her up to trying to seduce him and bother him? No. Auntie Beanie, I'm having sex with your ex-husband, my uncle. Does she even know about this girl doing this? Disgusting. Did her mother put her up to it? No. Does her mother know about her doing it? And I didn't ask this in the last one, but I'm going to ask it now, and I seriously doubt it. Did V put her up to it? Absolutely not. Did she know about her doing it? Bitch, I don't give a fuck if it was one phone fucking call or text or email or whatever. So basically, she's stalking my father. Thank you. Stop, please. She's harassing him. Yes, sexual harassment. Thank you. Stop, please. Did he tell her no? Thank you. Stop, please. But she's still bothering him and stalking him and harassing him about it. Mm-hmm. And she's doing this to get some money because you think it would hurt me. So I don't know. My dad had money. I don't know if he still does. I don't even know how much my father made. It's none of my business. That's his life. He did have something set aside for him, but I don't know now. With all of this shit that's going on, I have no clue. And it makes me no difference. You think that if you were to get pregnant by him and have to see that whatever little bit he got or whatever he got, he's going to give it to you because you would have his child. That's what you think. And you think that I would fight you. Let me see. Let me see. Is this what this bleeding Z thinks? If she thinks that I'm going to fight her concerning that, baby, think again. I ain't talked to your motherfucking ass in years and still here you are. Bothering, harassing, stalking, looking me up, hacking into my devices, so on and so forth. Having me followed, putting in false police reports and FBI reports and all type of shit. Have she put in false reports about me to the FBI? Mm-hmm. I already asked about the crazy over there. And yet you still. You don't ruin people's lives, their businesses, so on and so forth, and you still keep going. Because you want money and glamour, because you think that that's going to make you be looked at in a certain way. Looked up to, admired, love. What you're really seeking is love, but whenever love comes to you, this is what you do to it. Because when I did the reading before, I thought crazy ass Brie probably did through some black magic. As you said, she didn't. So I guess she even liked the dumbass. And here you are, fucking with her. Messing her up. Man, business closed down. You probably sent some money or some shit. And who knows who else and what else you've done to ruin people's lives so you can get what you want. Now, after the video, like I said before, you can come on in and make some more of your silly ass comments. Yelling and screaming. You be following me everywhere I go, so you know where I be. You can confront me physically. All of that shit is, and does my sibling know that she is trying to seduce my father sexually? I know he wouldn't appreciate the shit. No, he is either don't care. Would he be upset to find out that she is? Because he loved that man with all every fiber of his existence. This life, last life, life before that life, the future life, and everything in him. And if you were to bring forth a seed, the little urchin, half urchin, you being your half. See, I wouldn't give a fuck, whatever, moving on, like I've been trying to do, but y'all keep bothering me. He wouldn't. With my sibling? Leave it alone? No. He probably would denounce the little half urchin, your half, and drag your ass all over the grounds of earth, fighting for what you think you're going to get. Okay, let me see. Am I right about that? Would he drag your ass all over the grounds of with all his friends and all his little lawyer friends and all the people that he know? Because just like my dad, that is his seed, that is his child. And he's no street urchin either, street nigger, street bum neither. This despite the bullshit that they've done to me. He know how to dress. He know how to went there, got all the degrees, the PhDs, and all that shit. Know all the people. He got all of the friends. Get done whatever the fuck he want. And his fraternity, the Omega Psi Phi's, and all his connections and all of that shit. He know all that shit. They know them all. So I'm sure he probably would. I just sit back and do what they say. Get the popcorn and watch. And keep going on about my fucking business. So, just like when we thought we had, I'll say biologically so, a sister. Come find out she's not his blood child, biological child. But one thing that woman who raised me said to me toward the end of my time around her, she said that he had did it again. And I said, he did. It was another child out there that was his. And I said, he did. And she just got quiet. Well, of course, she was talking about me. And bitch, like I said in the reading, if he look at you as a maid, then he look at you as a maid. The fuck? That's why you're acting. Big and an 80-year-old man, 79-year-old man who's not well, God knows, and here you come to bother and harass and to fucking stalk. Then you can get some money. So let's do a read. Okay. Y'all missed the first one. Let's try this. Let's try it again. 1, butterfly shuffle, 3-way split, 2 shuffles. Ace of Swords. That first one was good, y'all. 5 of Swords. 6 of Wands. 4 of Swords. The Chariot. Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you thought you was talking to. Yelling that from a fake profile. Stealing somebody else's shit. Always stealing people's identities. Because you hate your own. Join the memberships, bitch. From self-loathing to self-loving. Trying to correct. No, I am correcting someone. You, sit your ass down, bitch. You can't even correct yourself. Whose menstrual blood? I mean, whose furniture are you spreading your menstrual blood on now? 30-year-old woman, 30-some-year-old woman can't even put a fucking pad or a tampon on. Oh, you did it on purpose. I was a mistake. I didn't know my period. No, yeah, bitch, right. Can't think of no motherfucking way to strategize here. I just go to the usual sex. That's who I am. I'm somebody. And then I remember the time we went to what was that bookstore? Delphic Books. And you said the man said to you when he looked at you, he saw sex. I don't want to be looked at like that. Well, that's a you. Well, then fix it. That's not my problem. That's nobody else's problem. Why are you making the world, your issue, the world's problems? Why are you trying to make it my problems? Not my problem. It ain't gonna be. I don't give a fuck what you do. You done tried to get me. You done tried to get me. So I don't have no job and no money. You stalked me all over the place and then hacked into my phone. You done got groups of people to gang up on people I don't even know. Gang up on, do all kind of black magic witchcraft on me, throw all kind of death spells at all types of shit for fucking years. And you was probably doing that. You was not probably. You was doing that shit when you were around. When I had you around. And you think somebody owes you something. And like I said, is this girl's really doing this shit to me because she hates me? No, you don't hate me. Nope. Is she doing it to me because I did anything to her to warrant it? No. One of the reasons you're doing it because you know this is the only way I'm gonna ever talk to your motherfucking ass again through this means. Is that one of the reasons she's continuing? Mm-hmm. You don't deserve me. It looked like a whole bunch of other people to talk to. You done set up there and you bought people. You bought friendships. You bought people. Did she buy people by telling them if they joined her, whatever the fuck this shit is against me, stop. She was going to get, they were going to get some money. You bought people to have around you. I feel like you had some friends. I tried to get us together as cousins when I thought y'all was my cousins. And you said, well, what is we going to be, fake friends? I mean, you didn't even like them. Or you felt they didn't like you, one, but you sure got together with them to try to bother me. Try to destroy me. Everybody gone. So you don't mind fake friends. You don't want friends. You don't want love. That's what you want, love. But when you get it, you just like a lot of people, like the ex, my ex here that I did a video on it that you got him to join with you too. Y'all don't want love. You don't. You destroy it. You push it away. You try to hurt it, kill it, anything but Embrace it. So this is what you're trying to think some kind of way, trying to try to can't think of nothing else, I guess. Okay, to try to, you don't feel victorious. Okay. And I feel like you're not really thinking at all, not really doing any real contemplation of self here. Looking at yourself, bitch. Go on with the silly ass comments, bitch. I did my healing when I walked away from every single one of you, and will not be back. The High Priestess, Princess of Wands, Three of Cups, okay. The Devil. Okay. You keep trying to paint yourself as this high priestess, and then you know all this and you know all that. And I mean, you don't know shit. You don't know anything. Spirituality is about yourself. It's not about ruling and regulating over anyone else but yourself. Taking care of yourself, walking your path. It's not about correction. Whoever the reading could have been for, it's about helping them. Leave motherfuckers alone and kind of focus on self instead of celebrating who you truly are and being that. You don't want to be that. You don't like that. You don't think that that's enough. You don't think it's bright enough, happy enough, all the bullshit. Everything that you want, I told you years ago, is right in your fucking hands. You've been blessed with a talent, a gift, but it ain't good enough for you. Five of Pentacles, upright. That ain't my problem. Ten of Wands, and it damn sure ain't a 79-year-old man. Ten of Pentacles, upright. Old man's problem. Okay. You feel rejected. Okay. Well, I damn sure rejected you, and I'm gonna keep that just like that. Okay. And eventually, I'm sure in time, with the more dumb shit you do, eventually I'm not going to keep on doing this at some point in time. Or you just be doing it. Trying to collect all the little street urchins and all the little rats and rodents and people that you can to help. Just be here to me, y'all. Let's kill her. Help me kill her. I give you some money. Y'all gonna get a lot of money. You're burdened here. This constant thoughts of money. Ooh, money is your God, honey. The Magician in reverse. Seven of Swords, upright. Okay. And the Eight of Cups, upright. Like I said, you just keep on with the comments and all the dumb shit. I don't give a fuck. Just delete, block, moving on. Because, see, you're not the only person who watches my videos. I know maybe you think you are, because you think you are the center of my world. There are other people who watch. There are other people who that could have applied to and looked at and said, you know, I need to stop and look at myself. Look at what I'm doing to myself. I'm hurting myself. I'm hurting another person. Trying to fit in somewhere I don't fit in. You know, maybe let me look at myself and walk the path that it is that I'm destined to walk. No, but you think it's all about your motherfucking ass. So, yeah, I'm going to delete the comments so other people aren't swayed by your bullshit. And swayed by your silliness. You care about no one. The Kathy Kalinowski, the man with the extreme compound over there. You don't care about the older man over there trying to just rest in his last few days and be at peace. You don't care about anybody. You don't care how you hurt them. You don't care what you do to them. You could care less. You just want what you want. Like I said, fuck the divine mission. You just want the glamour. You, Bleeding Zarita, you. You don't care. As long as you feel like I'm here, as long as I feel like I'm somebody, that is not the world's issue, no problem. Didn't you had a picture of one time? When you talking about you was in therapy or some shit? Is this bitch in therapy here? That's where you need to be. 4-4. It's like you feel like, or you can't manifest anything. You feel like you can't. That's the problem. So what you do, you rather just still and you walk away from your true divine self, your true being here, and then and you sit in the place of misery because you keep trying to invade in people's homes and places where you don't belong, trying to bother this man who is no longer this. He's older. He's on his way up out of here. He's lived his time. I'm not saying tomorrow, whatever man might live 20 more years for all I know, but he's older. Let the man be at peace. You refuse to go in and tap within because you're so busy living in a fantasy world and realm. There's always sex. Not wanting shit to end. Wanting to keep stuff going on, and it's taking you further and further from your position that you once had. What you're doing is not going to work. I don't know. You're trying to present yourself as some kind of something as somebody. Maybe this was this institution or family or bloodline thing that came up yesterday, trying to cause conflict, like I said. But no, bitch, no. You fucking act like a fucking pauper here, trying to get pregnant by some old man. Trying to get pregnant by some old man, trying to get him to plant a seed in you so that it come through. I can get pregnant, get some money, make her mad. No, it's not. Good. You made him happy. You made him smile. He deserves that. Confirmation. He deserves that. My father's been through a lot. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about his life. You don't give a fuck about him in any way, shape, or form. And if he were to sit there, my father has taught me so much. Even the lady who raised me, your Auntie Beanie, she taught me a lot. Even if the man would try to sit and teach you something, you would reject it. Trying to correct somebody, bitch, shut up. And sit the fuck down like I said. Not moved by your silliness. You don't want correction. You don't want to learn. You don't want to grow. You don't want to transform. The notion of transformation you tear down and rather be some tricky, dicky, silly ass woman. And this is what it gets you. What you're trying to get so bad, but this is what you get you in this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Nothing. Okay. You think that it's going to put you, the money's going to put you on some kind of pedestal for people to look at you with admiration here. You think that's your victory and that's your fortune and so on and so forth. Okay. Really trying to take your world up out of yourself, your mind up out of this Nine of Swords energy. That's what you think it's going to do. It's not. You need to deal with yourself and your motherfucking issues, bitch. And you, Kathy, and whoever the fuck else, you ain't gonna speak to me about my healing in any way, shape, or form and think that it's gonna mean one word to me. Just keep on typing. Keep on trying to figure it out. Here go the source of your issues from your fucking childhood, like the rest of the world. Bitch, you stuck. And the thing about it is, you keep looking for something, looking instead of doing, and you're stuck here. Bitter and fucking scorned and whatnot, and keep doing dumb shit and think that you are not going to be placed under any kind of judgment. Okay. All right. But see, you thought I was a weak bitch and that you could do any kind of, no, I'm not. Leave me the fuck alone, okay? But you still gonna sit there and do your dumb shit, well, whatever. Okay. All right. Moving the fuck on, okay? So I don't know if I said everything that I said in the last one, okay, where there was no sound. And like I said, when we was around hanging out together, I don't think I ever gave you a Christmas present. Merry Christmas, bitch. And a Happy New Year. Okay? Don't you sing? Bitch, sing, goddamn. Do your art and all that kind of shit. You say you like to draw and all that kind of shit. Do that shit. Focus on that. So, you said just buying a new sewing machine. Buy a new goddamn sewing machine and sew, goddamn. Leave a bitch alone. Okay. Now, as far as my father is concerned, if he want to give you some, the rest of y'all make sure he wear a condom so he don't be over there getting herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea and AIDS and all of that type of shit. So he don't, that'll make him even more sick. And it's like he don't need to have to deal with that in his last few years of living on Earth. Okay. All right. There you go, bitch. You're trying to turn that into that. Okay. Bitch, I know you ain't trying to make the man marry you. Okay. Some look at you begging. A old man. All right. Well, whatever. Okay. So go on and make some more comments. It's wildly entertaining. Go ahead. It's wildly entertaining. Okay. I think there's still sound. I'm not sure. Yeah, there it is. Okay. You're ridiculous. Now I know I asked on the last one. I know you do. This bitch right here. She misses me, doesn't she? Of course you do, bitch. You probably had the best friend you'll ever have in your fucking life. Me. Oops. Oh well. Okay. Whatever. I know a bunch of y'all miss me. Am I right about that? These people that I was close to who decided they was going to hurt me and harm me and murder me and all of this kind of thing. Of course you do. And you mistreated me and demeaned me and talked about me and plotted and planned it on me since the day I met you. Lying on me all over town. Being bullied by the church girls and all of that shit. Probably calling me all kind of names, witches and half white bitches and all of that type of shit. I miss not one of you. I do think about some of the fun times though I had. And even with them fun times, me thinking in the back of my mind, these motherfuckers don't like me. Why am I here? I don't even know. All this shit is weird. It's been weird. It's been weird to me ever since I can remember. Why am I here? What is this shit? Okay. Now everybody, y'all too, y'all have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a motherfucking happy ass New Year, 2026. All right. You all have favor. Peace.